Alright, so what is up guys? Today we'll be reviewing the SnowWolf WOCKET Pod System. Now, this is a newer one that came out and it's got a lot of hype around it. I mean, it does seem like it is a really cool mod, but today I guess we will find out because I've never used one. Everything else I reviewed, I've actually used it before, but this one is newer. So let's see, got the packaging. It actually looks really clean. I like the rainbow. What does the bag call it? This one is called the Unicorn Rainbow. Wow. I like the rainbow stuff. I'm a big fan of it. But pretty much you're gonna get your device like this, and I guess the pod system comes separate, so they don't package it together, which isn't really a bad thing. Saves on some packaging. Actually, somebody was telling me it was because of tariffs that it's actually cheaper to do 2 packages instead of one single one. So the whole pod is going to come in another box, and then you're going to get your coil. Let's see. Okay, yes, it does come with 2 coils. I can see one in there, which is a good thing. Honestly, by nowadays, if you don't come with 2 coils, then you're just wasting people's money. And at the pod, you got your adjustable airflow to fill it. Okay, I'm kind of disappointed by that. You have to screw it off. They really should have copied Smock's Trinity Alpha design and had it where you just push it. It makes it way easier. You don't have to. Plus, if you lose that, then you're really screwed. But then that does come out. That might be another bad thing. If you do lose this, you're probably screwed, because that's where your airflow is. Then let's see where the coil comes out. Well, actually, there's airflow at the bottom too, so it might not be completely bad. Okay, so you don't even screw that out, you just pop that out. Then your coil screws into the little, the coil screws into the little bottom plate. Get that on there, good. And that's going to be how you change your coil. So let me see what kind of coils it came. Alright, so pretty much the way to work it, and I just found out coils are saying 0.7. I'm sure they're going to make some more coils for it, but they didn't include that in the package. Click this 5 times, I'm going to turn it on. This actually is the cool thing about this is one of the few Orion copies that actually have a screen on it, which is pretty awesome. Then to adjust it, you push this little small button down here. And the one thing I can already tell at the con about it is there is no down button. You just have to cycle all the way through, which I mean is not a big deal. You'll probably be running on the same wattage the whole time, so I mean I can't complain too hard about it. But then to lock it, 1, 2, 3, click that 3 times and that locks it to where you can't hit it, which is good. Definitely don't want this hitting your pocket. But now we're going to set it up. The juice I will be using today is Solus Orange Cream Black Edition. This stuff's pretty good. I ain't gonna say it's amazing, but it's a pretty good juice to vape on. I actually probably won't even put juice in it. I'll probably just fill it up and let it sit. So then to fill it up, very long process. Got to screw that off. Let's pop this down on here. Okay, that's it. Alright. Then we're going to let that sit for a few minutes, and then we're going to go vape on it and see how it hits, because I'm actually interested to see how it hits. It has the new X-Grind coil technology, so I'm guessing that's mesh. And a lot of mesh coils, hopefully it won't hit too hard. Could be one of those devices you can only use 25 in, or if you're crazy, use 50. It don't even really matter. It depends on if you can handle it. Alright, let's go to vaping it. Alright, one quick thing guys. After I've stopped the last video, I was trying to change the airflow, and this is already another con. Since this doesn't screw in when you try to twist the airflow, it doesn't twist. It twists the whole thing, so you can't do it. So what you're going to have to do is really use 2 hands and be able to lock onto that. You have to lock onto that really tiny silver piece just to get it open. Ain't too big of a con, because I mean, for me, I'm going to open it, leave it wide open. I ain't going to mess with it. And you do have the other one you can adjust to if it is too much. But just a quick thing I'd cover just to go over every little thing. Alright guys, I got the juice, the coil's all wicked up. Have a special guest here today, my friend. Alright, so we'll be vaping with the airflow wide open on the bottom. The top airflow is closed off completely. But even with the top airflow closed off, the bottom airflow open, still has a lot of airflow. So it's not, you're missing out on nothing really. I feel like that's another con. This thing is a pain. Like there's nothing to click into, just unless I'm doing it wrong. But all right, we'll be running on.
Correct him down in the comments if he's doing it wrong.
Big one. All right, we're running on 18 watts. See if we can zoom in. Loud, I think it's like hell. Yeah, with the airflow wide open, hits pretty damn hard. It's almost not even a salt nick. Like if you use 50 in this, good luck to you. This thing has really good flavor. Hits really hard. Whew. I guess that's what the mesh coil, that's what you get. But so I have actually tried this already with the top and bottom airflow open. And honestly, I don't like it. Because the top airflow, it doesn't go through the coil, it just sucks out the outer air, and it kind of messes with your flavor. You don't get near as much flavor with the top open. You still get the cloud, it's just the flavor just isn't as concentrated.
Can I try it?
So I'd rather, your turn is coming, I have to explain how it hits. And this is with the airflow almost closed all the way off. Hopefully you can see that. And even with the airflow closed that much off, it's still not a mouth to lung. Like it still gives you like pretty good airflow. So like it's still, honestly, even cutting it off don't really do a lot. But here, you can try it. Let's amp it up to 50 watts. This thing only goes to 25 to make that clear. Alright, tell me what you think.
Not bad. What's in here?
The orange creamsicle?
Not a fan.
You don't like it? It's good actually. Which I said earlier, I thought it was alright. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's a good juice. Solus to me is like not a great juice company, but they're kind of like, they'll get you there. Okay, they give you the nicotine and decent flavor. It's nothing like insane. I mean, you can't act like they're bad drip up in here, you know. But this does hit good. One thing I like about this is you can use this for regular juices, because I mean, you want to open the airflow all the way up. It's practically a friggin' sub-ohm. I mean, it reminds me of the Nord almost, and the Orion. Well, the Orion, however you want to say it. They both hit really hard, which I would hope because they stole their design. But
ooh, shade. The real tea.
The design is good though. Like, you can't blame them for stealing design. It is a good design. So pretty much, if you want a sub-ohm salt nick, if you want a salt nick, definitely cut the airflow down. Definitely if you're using 50. You can use 50 on whatever you want, but just disclaimer for that. But I mean, I would recommend it. I would have to use it for a little longer, figure out how long the coils last, because for me that's a big factor in it. You gotta realize how long your coils are gonna last. But I do like how it has a screen. One of the few devices to actually have a screen on it that are like this. But anyways, I recommend it if that's what you're into. You know, you like the sub-ohm / salt nick 2. Either way, that's what I gotta say about it.